Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let me know where you're joining from and how you're doing. This is your first time with me, or have you been with me before? Hey, Erica. Hi, Janin from Australia. I love that. It's amazing, isn't it? How Insight Timer connects us all across the globe. Hi, Linda, staying warm. Oh, yes, most of you are on your day off, relaxing, taking it easy. Hmm. We'll just give another moment before I begin. As you say, staying warm, I'm having my hot cacao. So today's format with the Akashic Records transmissions and leading you into meditation is going to be a little bit of a talk, and then we'll tune in, take you all into the meditation and see what happens. And then maybe if I'm drawn to pick a card from a deck, we'll see how that leads up to. But do drop in your questions if you have anything about Akashic records, soul information, soul records. We'll try to answer as much as possible. And have you ever been into Akashic records? Accessed by yourself in my meditations, maybe it could be, or someone's meditations, or had a one-to-one reading. So let me know so I understand where you're coming from. And if this is completely new, most welcome. Generally, if it's new, usually hear, oh, I'm afraid. I'm a little anxious. I do hear that even from my clients. It's not the anxiety, it's about like connecting to ourselves, and that excitement is what comes in. So, Kat, you are new, lovely. Mm. And what's your intention for being here on a day off? Has anything been particularly called into or want to tap into the records to drop in? Hmm. My name is Srimanju, and I'm based here in Seattle. Been working in the Akashic realms. I've been an Akashic record channeler for past 13 years. My journey began into the spiritual awakening through Reiki and then the Akashic records, and in between angels, mindfulness, all that, and being author to connect your inner guidebook. So life has been quite a transformational journey, but also being in the records is my favorite kind of meditation. Um, because it just does like 360 degrees of a view, like a condor, shows you all the perspectives. It could be from the health, from the mental health, it could be physical, spiritual growth as well, the direction, anything you want to know is your Wikipedia to your soul, is what I can say. Every information is there. But also with that comes in, like, we try to learn how to trust ourselves, because that's one of the major lessons we are all here to be learning, right? We haven't been told in how to believe in ourselves, how to hear our own messages and take the guidance and go by it. So we are learning that part of it, and being in the records also enhances your intuition abilities as well. Yeah, that's one of the gifts that we realize that we all have it, but we haven't actually connected. We rely on other people's validations, verifications, than our own guidance, right? How many of you feel that? I always used to ask for validation from external, like, is this dress good? Do I look good? Is this what I should be doing? But now I realize, like, they are unaware as much as I am as well. But to fill in the blanks, we just jump in and say something. And that's very interesting. Yeah, how we evolve through it. Curious to ask what the most important things records can tell me. They can tell you absolutely everything as well. Yeah. With a little clause about the future is what I would say is right now, like, think about you have a particular way you look into your future. Say you are in US and you're planning to move to Spain. Your future is that what you are seeing through. So the records will give you the guidance as to what are the things that you need to be careful with, what are the things that you need to be making them part of your planning and everything. But like, on a fine day in 10 days time, you feel like, oh, I didn't get through the offer to Spain, but now I'm going to be here in US. So that future is always going to be changing depending on our human will condition as well. But one thing beyond that is the change of the location might change, but the change, if it is consistent, the change will be coming through. Like, maybe from Washington State to like you might move into California. It could be like, things will be moving slightly differently. Like, yeah. But the lessons that we are here to learn, or why we are learning those lessons, why we are having the troublesome, they all remain consistent. A lot of my clients do also tell that their readings have been very much in aligned with their astrology readings. Yeah. And which is beautiful to know that, because astrology is being clarified by the science, and it's been there for many centuries as well. But it is the same truth that we are accessing into, like, from the highest level, from the soul perspective, the definition of your time of your birth. It could be like, the time that you're going through some instances in your life. It could be the soul lessons that we are here to learn. It could be anything. They are all intertwined into you. Like, you get to hear by Akashic Records reader, same perspective from the astrology. It could be, or a channeler. It could be the same things. Yeah. I personally believe there is only one truth, but the way we can hear the truth can slightly different. Say if I have to describe a place that I have been to, like, it could be Kauai, my favorite place. I will have my own experience that I'll be defining it by what I witnessed, what I saw, whereas someone else experiencing could show by different words they would use it. Yeah. So yeah, it has everything. Even right now, you being here is already been recorded. It's freaking, but like, every information is already there. At times I used to feel like that's damn scary. Someone is watching us, knows everything about us, but it is you, your own soul. My favorite movie, the closest that I can describe about Akashic Records, is Soul by Disney or Pixar, I think. That is the best one, the closest. Like, what happens is when you were planning to come from the soul as to this Earth University, you were making plans about who am I going to be, what kind of a clothing that I'm going to be, what kind of a body I'm going to be, who is going to be my soul family, who, what are my subjects going to be, minor, major, whom I'm going to interact, like what are the experiences I'm going to have. But the moment, like, just like getting into the college, like, you have a dream, inspiration, getting into the college or the job, you kind of know what you want. When you are actually showing up on the first day, you are nerve-wracking, like you're anxious, you're not sure, like, is this a good job? Can I do this? Like, oh my God, this is so hard. And as you get through it, like, your majors may be so difficult than what you thought about, right? So those are the things that it reminds you as like, hey, this is what I chose because I could do it. I wanted to learn this way. And that gives you a reassurance as well, why we particularly chose this time. What are our strengths that we have forgotten? Because our strengths are accumulative of all the past lifetimes to be here right now. And sometimes we do forget about it. And that is where like the karmic ties as well, like, karmic ties are accumulation of the actions that we have done for many lifetimes to even in this lifetime as well. One is we clear them up quicker once we realize it, or you chose this lifetime because you have very cumulative of karmic ties from the past lifetimes to this one only. So it varies on like how we move through things and see different perspectives, move forward, and get closer to our gift. I believe in we all have the gifts and uniqueness, unique flavors, some that we have to play part in this lifetime. Yeah. Let me know if this is resonating with you guys. How are you feeling? Any other questions coming up? One of the major things is always after even in getting into the Akashic records is like I do teach it as well through a sacred door prayer, which is like your coordinates being given through your birth name, you get in, land into the records. But also here on every week basis, on Insight Timer, I take you guys through a meditation into your own records as well, which means like, we have the permission, we can access. It's your treasure, it's your gift. The more we get into it's a neuroplasticity kind, like, you're training yourself. I'm getting into the records, I'm getting into the records. So you are landing into your own records and understanding life and taking up word information that you want to work on in this lifetime. Yeah. But if you haven't been there at all, like, but it's your first time to be here today with me, once you are in the records, you may realize that, oh, I have been here. This feels familiar. It could be through your different meditations or a dream state or shamanic journeying. It could be. There are various ways you can get in. I wouldn't definitely say this is the only way you have to get in. And the first time I was there, I realized like, oh, I'm back home. That feel of sense of warm and welcome. Another thing is like, who is going to be there? Like, everyone that you can think about is going to be there and celebrating you, cheering you. Either we have a physical human celebration people here in this lifetime or not, but energetically, our guides, masters, teachers, spirit animals, some light beings, family of light, galactic beings, anything that you can think about, elemental beings will be there. Like, some show up because you need to maybe address them, you need to work with them strongly. Some would be at the behind, like, so think about you're going into a boardroom meeting at your workplace, and you will see like you recognize your colleagues. Either you worked with them directly or not, they are showing up at the same table. And then the manager will tell, hey, you need to work with this particular person more closely to get your project finished. So you might be assigned like, oh, I need to work with Jaguar right now, like, for the strengths, or I need to work with the eagle right now because I'm forgetting the perspective or the bigger picture of what I'm here to learn to do things too. So in that way, it will slightly change as well who is going to be there to support you. So I would highly recommend to think about an intention you guys want to get into the records with. The intention is the most important part that plays in. It could be, why am I being drawn to this word, or right now that I want to get into the records? And what am I here to learn? I'm just curious and I just want to see what's there as well. Like, what the guides are going to show me. That would be the perspective as well that you can lead up into. Or you got a particular pattern identified or a particular question that you have always been thinking. Coming in a group makes it much more easier to access the records rather when we are on our own as well. Like, because again, like, who am I to think this way? Or am I making this up? Or is this really my intuition, my guides telling me? So we do have those questions. Yesterday, I was leading an intuitive the writing workshop with being in the Akashic Records. The most prominent question that everyone had in the room was about, am I making this up, or is this really what my guides are telling me? That's again comes to the trust, because we have not trained ourselves to trust ourselves, right? How many of us come from that kind of a family background where we have been told to trust ourselves, and we are supportive as well, maybe like only a few percentage, right? And that is where like we are learning as well. So have your intentions very clearly identified, maybe one or two questions that we can go into the records. So what I'll do is take you into your own collective or individual records. See, feel, hear, connect, feel into your body, and notice the symbols, the signs, the words, the vocabulary. It's like, coming through. Things may not make sense right now, but make a note of them in your journal. I would highly recommend to bring your journals right now, or a piece of a paper, even it could be, and make a note, because in next coming days or weeks, it'll all come together, that you understand what they were trying to give you a hint about. Like, that is a clue or a hint that you are trying to grab in right now. It's like a game, if you think about it. It's only like a little chunk of information that come through as we are training ourselves. But eventually, in the more we practice in, the more the sentences will flow through, the more realizations will flow through, and something that we can train ourselves. It's a muscle, we had it, but we haven't known how to use it. It's a gift that we all have. And we are giving ourselves that permission, and safely accessing it. Yeah. Having that integrity is so important as well. Like, I do get sometimes the clients asking me, can I check my husband's records? Can I check my aunt's records? Like, I would always say, like, no, that's not ethical, because I would not like someone checking on me without my permission, right? Like, you wouldn't like. But I would ask, like, what is that I need to be prepared to hold the space for my aunt or for my child? It could be like, from your perspective, you can ask, like, how can I be a better person for them? Like, what are the tools I need to hold it? Like, why am I feeling the pain with this person? So from our perspective, we can ask those questions, but not open someone's records. Yeah. How are you all doing with that? Hmm. Feeling good, connected, ready to go into the records? Any questions coming up? Let me know in the comments what your intentions are. What are your real intentions to be drawn to here? And then we'll get started. Ready? Is there a burning question? I would highly recommend sharing the intentions as well, because that helps in identifying what brings us here, and giving ourselves that permission. Yes, I'm ready to hear. And also give someone else the clarity. Oh, this is how the intention looks like. If you're very new into the spiritual work, I had no clue what the intention was. When I saw the examples coming through, oh, this is what the intention feels like. All right. How can I connect better with my son? That's a beautiful one. Yeah. Oh, that really helps me with my parenting skills. Because as this new age children, like, something that our parents never had to go through, we have to go through. Always ask the records, how can I be a better mother when I have a challenging situation? Because the challenges can never go away. It's the way we look into it is changing, right? What direction do I need to take to support myself financially? I love that. Have fun again with my horses. Oh, lovely. Oh, wow. And I love the white horse you have there. Yeah, in my women's circles, we have been talking a lot about the horses recently. I think there is energy about the horses coming strong. I think it gives you the clarity and the pathway. And to end or heal certain generational traumas. Yes. Connecting to the ancestors, connecting to the generational traumas, some what we are bringing in the past lifetimes too, noticing our limiting beliefs. It could be all that is such a beautiful, deep questions. How do I write this book and start these workshops? Lovely. Yes. So definitely, like, if you do struggle with connecting with the information, best way is to still be in semi-closed eyes and keep writing. As if like your guides are taking over your hand and they are helping you with writing as well. Or pick up the points that they are really showing you. Maybe a vision they are showing you may not be understood. Like, if they show you a lotus and they show you, like, a ladder, so there is no combination between those two, but make a note and ask them, what do you mean by lotus and ladder? How are they related? Like, what am I here to learn? Like, maybe it is you are climbing up your ascension process, and then you are seeing the enlightenment for yourself, or the things that you are coming through. So eventually things will be made sense to you, but the most important is to capture those. Yeah. So please do give me the permission to bring you into the Akashic records by saying yes in the comments field, and let's go in. I'm going to play a music. Your permission helps me with integrity to take you into the record space. Let's do this. It's a deep healing work, and sometimes you may fall asleep. For those, I would recommend you to sit straight and connect into your spine, breathe in and out, and keep asking. Like it's like you bugging your guides. Tell me more, show me more. You can be playful. Like they love your presence, they love to have you there. So keep asking those questions more and more, and you'll be shown more details too. I'll be giving you long pauses as well. Today's session is for 90 minutes. I just made sure like I have enough time for you guys to have a deeper experience today. So yeah, I'll give you pauses, be there, and see, receive, connect. Are you able to listen to the music, or is it too loud? Let me know. Perfect. Thank you. Right. All right. Okay. So all you need to do is close your eyes, take a nice relaxing breath, breathing in and out, surrendering into this beautiful space, readjusting your spine, breathing in and out. Try not to be in a disturbed environment. Try to have a do not disturb on your phone so it doesn't go buzzing. And don't drive while you're listening to this meditation, because it might give you a lightheaded. It's not safe. You can always come back to my YouTube channel and get a replay there. And let's go. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, relaxing and gently breathing out. Breathe in one more time, relaxing. And take a nice deep breath out, making a sigh or a release. As you're connecting into your heart center, into the space that you're in. Breathing in, loosening up your shoulders, your neck muscles, your jaws, your chin, your hips. Feel the connection into your feet. And take another breath out, releasing anything that's not serving you to this very moment. Completely allowing yourself to surrender into this process. Giving yourself the time to go on this journey into your own Akashic records. It's your information, it's your records, it's your soul information that you have been urging, longing to connect back. Breathing in and out. Noticing this beautiful golden light coming down from the source. Down, down, down. Through the building, through the clouds, into the building, into the room that you're in, or the open space. With your breath, drawing that energy through your higher chakras, right into your crown space. Feel the tingle sensations connecting, cleansing, clearing up your crown. Into your third eye. Feel that beautiful energy expansions in your third eye to your throat, expanding, connecting into your throat center, cleansing, clearing anything that's not serving. And right into your heart, feel that golden light connecting, opening up your heart center to draw in more compassion and love for yourself, to stay present and connected. And now gently drawing your attention to the soles of your feet. Visualize thick, deep roots growing down, down, down. Through the layers into the Mother Earth, deep down to the core of the earth. And visualize a beautiful giant crystal, letting this energy wrap around the crystalline frequency, anchoring, turning these roots to be the golden roots. And with your breath, gently drawing that energy up, up, up through the layers, up, 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 right into the soles of your feet, into your ankles. Feel the warmth and the connection from the Mother Earth. Right into your knees, into your thighs, into your root chakra, cleansing, clearing, opening with this golden light energy, into the sacral chakra, into the solar plexus, and merging into your heart center. Feel this beautiful glow of expansion, the energy from the source, from the Mother Earth, creating an infinite sign. With your breath, making this infinite sign, shield, protect, anchor. Notice the glow all around you in this beautiful bubble of light. Calling in your guardian angel, archangels, angels to be present, to take you onto this beautiful journey into your own Akashic records. Notice yourself feeling lighter and lighter. And you're being teletransported onto the beautiful beach where the warm sun is shining. Feel the feet on the grass, grainy grass. It's beautiful, warm. The breeze, the smell, noticing those beautiful shells on the beach, the sea glass glittering with the sunshine. observing the waves gently crashing to the shore, breathing in and out. And right there at the beach, you notice there is a swing, and your inner child gets activated and wants to sit on the swing and feel that free breeze coming through, feeling lighter and lighter with the giggles, the fun, the letting go. Inviting your inner child with you in this journey. Your guardian angel takes you on another ride. You notice there is a beautiful golden door right in front of you with your birth name written on it. Getting excited and curious. What's behind this door? Maybe a memory or a flashback of noticing this door comes in. You may have been here before. And as you're given the key and you open the door, as you walk in, feeling connected as home, you are being greeted by your masters, teachers, ancestors, light beings, the cheerleaders, welcoming you, celebrating your presence with joy. You may recognize some of the faces, or you might notice them in a blur or not clear like a fog in between, but you feel the love and the warmth. Breathing in, stepping in, walking around. Notice your presence, recognizing the space. Observe in this space how are things organized. Are there scrolls, informations, books, and the ancient books by the dates or the words? Who is your guide assisting you with your intention right now? State your intention clearly to your guide so they can get you a scroll or a book that has all the references and the informations that you're seeking in. Notice your ancestors, your loved ones, elemental beings, or some books about the travel being there that are catching your attention. And if you feel you're being connected by someone's presence, you don't know their name, ask them to reveal their name to you. And now your guide is back with a scroll or a book that has all the information that you're seeking for. Takes you to a different room where there is a crystal table chair where you can sit and absorb all this information that you're seeking for. As you settle down, connecting, noticing your body receiving the healing as you're absorbing into this new information. Thanking your guide, holding that scroll of the book close to your heart, getting excited. Finally, the things that you have been searching is right in front of you. With that excitement and curiosity, scroll through. Notice there are some blank pages, or the words or the pictures or the diagrams or the symbols or the words that are speaking through the pages. Notice which is your comfort that you can receive the information with. Take the moment to receive the information that are being scrolled through these pages. It could be in your video, audio, or the words, or just knowing things with your ask. Breathe and ask the pages to reveal you further information. Breathe. Feel into the information that's coming down, the revelations, the connections, and notice there might be other guides or the symbols that might be revealed to you as you're ready to understand it. Remember to breathe. Scroll through the other pages. Ask another question to show you a reference from a past lifetime or further deeper knowledge that you need to be aware about. Things that you have not discovered yet, asking the guides to show you. Notice some elements showing up: the fairies, unicorns, dolphins, the water, fire. Ask them, how are they going to help you, assist you? The guides to clear up anything that's not serving for your highest good in this moment of time. Ask the guides to show you your inner strengths that you have forgotten, to reignite and remind you that you can take it forward right now with you. As you receive all the information that you're ready to, Move forward with ease in your life. Walk around this room, noticing the presence being much lighter with the clarity, giving back the scroll or the book to your guide. And as you go back into the main hall, once again noticing who else is showing up to you now. Archangels, angels, masters, teachers, saints, beings of light, galactic beings, anyone else. Your ancestors, loved ones, any other signs or symbols that you have been revealed with. Notice all the information that you have acquired are placed in your heart center, that you can remember and work on it as you prolong onto your mission, as you move forward into your mission. Things will be revealed. Notice how beautifully your ancestors are celebrating your presence. The work that you have been doing is being recognized as it liberates and sets them free. With all this information, your guides are giving you a gift of a totem or a symbol. Receive it. Notice and receive. Knowing that this is your Akashic Records home, this is your soul home, with all the treasures and the gifts that you have here to remember, remind yourself. You can visit the space anytime you wish to. Thanking all the guides, masters, teachers, everyone that showed up in this beautiful space for you, holding the container, thanking them and knowing that you'll be back. As you come out of the golden door, you notice their cheerleading, celebrating their happiness, and walking with your guardian angel, feeling lighter, expanded, with more clarity. And notice those shells, the spiral shells, the crabs, the sea creatures showing up to you, the warm breeze, the water crashing, the sound, feeling energized and gently coming back into your body. With your breath, reconnecting back into your full body presence. Breathing in and out. Taking in all the information, remembering everything. Remembering the totem. The records are being closed. The records are being closed. Records are being closed right now. For us to function back into our daily, the duties that we hold. Knowing that anytime we wish to, we can always go back, connect back. Thanking all the masters, teachers, guides, ancestors, loved ones, beings of the light, galactic beings, elements, for holding this beautiful unconditional love space, reminding us who we truly are, and gently coming back, fully present in your body, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, connecting into your hips, bringing your palms together, warming it up, and placing it over your eyes. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Take a little stretch and some water to ground yourself and make a note of the information that you just tuned into. Welcome back, everyone. Make a quick note on all the guides or the information or the symbols or the feeling and the sense that you had. When you're fully back, by the comments or the heart center, we try to pick a card from Beyond Lemuria book. Let's see what card comes in. Did anyone feel, receive any information that made sense? Anything you would like to share? Or you got some information, didn't make sense, or you didn't see anything? Let me know how your experience was in the comments. It's all lion. And what does that mean to you? Is that your spirit animal? That must be so beautiful. Did anyone fall asleep or spaced out? Sometimes that does happen. We feel like when we are in the awake state as, oh, nothing happened. I didn't see anything. But as you start speaking, as you start connecting, oh, I did see this. I did see this. I heard this. So the remembrances do come back. Yeah, it's so interesting how quickly we do forget, or the layers do add up. Calm and strength. That's exactly how I saw the lion. Yeah. When you wrote lion, because it's always like whenever I have been in a open safari or something, is like the lion is always sitting on this little pavements or the rocks and sitting there and observing. It was fine. My symbol was a red triangle. Lovely. wonder what that right triangle means to you. Yeah. But also look at it like the triangle is always supported, the connection, the openness, and triangles are the pyramids too. The elevations. And sometimes it's amazing when we keep asking, what do you mean by that? What does that mean to me? Because each of these symbols mean different to each one of us from our own belief systems, but the walks of our life as well. Before we do Google, I definitely would encourage to sit with that and ask yourself, what does that mean? Like, have a couple of options, and then maybe if you want to Google, you could. That'll be amazing. Yeah. And what does red mean as well? Mm. Are you all back? Did I lose anyone? Are we ready for the card? Jade. An old man was there smiling at me. Ah, how wonderful. The wise wisdom. Did you recognize the old man? Never seen him. Wonder could be a seer or your ancestor. Beaming kindness. How beautiful. How beautiful. Love that. Mhm. It's amazing. So one part of being in the Akashic records is these informations that you see that you connect with right now immediately. The information that you receive, but you may not connect immediately. But the information is yours right now to be understood. But it's like getting you the clues and the puzzles that you can play with it. The other part is the healing that you received in your physical body. One is your mind is much more calmer. You are not overstimulated. You're not having those worries that you had before getting into the records or too much going on. So those are the beautiful things to notice as well. And the other part of it is the clarity. Once the mind is like having a minimal thoughts, is the clarity that comes in to navigate through. Now, when you ask again those questions that you had the intentions with, you'll be seeing, feeling, and you might be hearing from your friends or an article you might be reading or a book might be dropping to you. It gets much easier to get along into this nature to be part of this big cosmos as well with all the information that you have gained within you. um Definitely some informations make straight away sense, some don't, but also they have to plant a seed that has to make sense in the next few days. Like, you got some seeds, you don't know which seed is which flower it will bloom, but once you plant you'll notice, oh, this is the yellow, this is like purple color, like, so you're witnessing with amusement, with like a curiosity that might also happen. So do be patient with that. Yeah. So thank you for holding and being in this beautiful circle and being here as in a group, because it definitely gets easier to do it in the group environment as well, because we are like collectively holding the space to do the work. And if you enjoyed this, like, you can also do it again and again. So you build a practice. There is my YouTube as well. Replay is happening there. So you can, and there are around 400 or some videos there, and it's on my Insight timer. There are a couple of Akashic Records meditations as well. So do check them out, listen to them, build a practice. It really is your gift. Like, watch the movie Soul by Pixar as well to give a little more context on the Akashic Records if it's totally a new subject for you. But it's nothing but that we have different versions of the words that might have been used to. You all know that there is information. You are here for a reason. You're here in the collective for a reason to raise the frequencies, either from your family, from your group, from your workplace, whatever it is. everything is a meaningful, like, every one of us is playing a bigger part into this beautiful build of this earth ecosystem. Like, once we know what our skill sets are, what our gifts are, it becomes much easier to live by it. Yeah. So if you're drawn to like making energy exchange, I would deeply appreciate your gratitudes by the donations, and that keeps me going to be here more often as well. And other ways to support is by leaving a message or a comment after the meditations. That also gives us the spike or the visibility to be here on the inside timer. Yeah, very practical reasons as well. So here, coming on to the book that I was being drawn to the is Beyond Lemuria. Don't know if anyone has it. Beyond Lemuria by Izzy Ivy. This is a beautiful deck that I love, and I've been drawn to pick a card. So there were two cards that I was drawn to. One is the root chakra, the root chakra, which is for grounding and centering. The foundation's grounding, basic needs, survival, physical identity, responsibility, the place where we build our lives in nature. This is all about like spending the time noticing the patterns, relationships. It could be the basic foundation that we go by. Um, being in the nature more often as well. It's interesting. As you saw the red color, so red is about that root chakra as well. So if you've been drawn to this, like, it's amazing to work with our root chakra. In past couple of ceremonies that I was holding in person, the root chakra was a very strong thing as well. Since the last full moon, the root chakra defines us, who we are, what our strengths are, redefining, igniting into our purpose as well. Once we know that, once we accumulate our strengths, it gets easier to navigate into the life. Yeah. So do watch that out, watch that space. The other card that I have been drawn into is number 42. Let me know if you guys are drawn by that. Is making sense of those cards. This is reclaim your energy. So it's about owning your power. Where you put your energy is your choice, overcoming triggers through self-awareness. Energy vampires, reclaiming your soul fragments, observing the observer, shifting the victim mentality. So this is all about the energies that you are trying to bring it together. So for many times, like, our energies have always been fragmented, that you might have left it in your childhood or in a workplace or a trauma, it could be, or something that didn't belong to you. But you're trying to bring all the parts so you are stronger. If you look at it, all the alignments from this picture itself, like, the energy is so beautifully in sync from head to toes. That is how we need to visualize ourselves, like bringing every part, either doing a ritual to call all the parts before your bedtime will help you to have a better sleep, better dream as well. And the energy is much more stronger as you come into, yeah. And so, yeah, those are the beauty about these two cards that have been drawn to you. I hope this makes sense to you guys. Definitely makes sense to me why these have come up. Beyond Lemuria is the book, or the oracle cards Beyond Lemuria. Yeah. Um, who is the movie sold by? I think Disney or Pixar. Felt Lemuria connection when grounding into Earth at the beginning. Yay! I love that you felt the connection. I was drawn like, yeah, this deck would resonate with you for sure. Ah, so any questions, any thoughts, anything that you want to share? How are you all feeling? I think the movie Soul has been here for a good few years. Mhm. It's like, think about, like, you want to be a musician, you have trained, but also you might have a stage fear to perform. And that what gets us, right? Isn't it? Like, but you have such a deep dive, want to do it, and that's a part of it, of the movie too. And you acquire the skills how to let go of those fears, how to let go of the stage fear and work on it. And remember that you got a gift. You need to shine that gift. Yeah. Mm, surprised. Mm. And definitely, this is like difference to the normal meditations I ever do, because here the energy healing comes through in our cells as well, into the chakras that are out of the body as well. And a much more bigger team is visible in this space. And that makes it very interesting as well. And knowing that we got a group, we got an ally to work with, we are not on our own is a reassurance from time to time we always look for. That's what we get to be reassured in this context. Yeah. Mm. So take rest, take stroll around the nature as with the root chakra card as well. And if you're drawn to have one-to-one sessions, do check out my website, srimanju.com. It's in my bio too, and the meditations are up there. I'm also teaching the workshop in 2 weeks' time, but it's in person in Seattle. And if you know anyone who might be benefited from it, so you can pass on the information. So we'll be back here. I'll be lining up some other topics on the Insight Timer for this week. Do check that out and stay in touch. Let me know how you get on. So we'll see you guys soon. And thank you so much for your donations. Means a lot to me. And also for the Insight Timer, as we are here in this beautiful community to grow together. And until we see you next time, have a wonderful afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are. Enjoy your day. Lots of love. Take care. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Namaste. My energy stays with me. Your energy stays with you. Lots of love. Take care, guys. Bye.